You're on the field with head coach Jack Wright after a big win, very important win in the South race. Jack, how was it like bouncing back this week after a tough loss last week? I thought your team showed a lot of character.
Yeah, you know, anytime you come off a tough loss, you're ready to just play again. You have to wait a week to do that. You have to earn the right to do that. You have to have a good week of practice and prepare, and we did that. Just really respect the way our kids handled that. You know, they came into work Sunday night ready to go. Really didn't talk about last week a lot. We just kind of got ready for Copiah-Lincoln.
In the early going, you guys have a turnover. They're able to cash in. They go up 10-0. I thought y'all were in a little bit of trouble, and you turn it around, you know, right away. What was that? What happened on that play?
You know, yeah, it felt like they had a little bit more energy than us in the beginning, which, you know, home team, you know, on ESPN, that's predictable, I think. We just had a route kind of drawn up to JP in the middle of the field, you know, off play action, and it kind of came open just like we thought it might. You know, we take several shots throughout the game, Don, and most of them don't get noticed because they're not there. But that one was wide open. Landon did a great job of hitting JP in stride in the middle of the field.
That really got the offense going. What were you able to do, you know, after that kind of broke things open?
Really, I thought our passing game was really good tonight, really sharp. So I think that was it. You know, we tried to run the football. We've got great backs. We've got a good O-line. And so we have got to run the football. You've got to maintain possession of the ball. But our chunks and our production tonight came in the passing game, and that was key.
Let's talk about the regulators. They got put, you know, kind of in a tough spot there early on. Give up 10 points in the first quarter, but then not a whole lot the rest of the night. What did you see from them?
They just kind of bowed their neck up. They played really good all night. We gave them some yards. We gave them some first downs, but we bent, but we didn't break. We didn't give up a lot of points. Just really proud of them for not really staggering after that 10-point deficit.
Yeah, we talk a lot about time of possession, and they beat us pretty bad in time of possession tonight, but the number of plays were virtually identical. So it's not like they were, you know, your defense was out there getting run up and down the field. So I thought that was important.
You know, I've played Copiah-Lincoln, I guess, 7 times now. And one thing that they are really, really good at, Don, is just kind of getting first downs. You know, they get in second medium, third medium, and they get first downs. They do a great job here of moving the chains, and that limits your offense's opportunities. That's what they did. They were on the field a long time, but that's kind of the strength of Copiah-Lincoln, is that they get those first downs and stay on the field.
Let's talk about Mason Beverly. He had a touchdown catch. He's been a really important guy for y'all this year. You know, we may have talked about him before. Redshirt guy from last year has really earned his way into a big role with this team.
You know, Mason is really fast, and he separates from people. And so he's a little bit different than some of the other receivers that we have. You know, he gets off man-to-man coverage really well, and he's done a great job of catching the ball in the middle of the field. So it's really, I want to say, a very pleasant surprise, his production this year. We knew he was a good athlete in the spring, and then throughout summer school he kept making plays, and what we see in practice we see the same thing in the game. So I'm really surprised, you know, that he's having the kind of year that he's having, but I'm not really surprised on a week-by-week basis because I see what he does in practice.
And we mentioned Landon a little bit. You know, that guy is a competitive dude, man. He is just going to go out there and give you everything he's got.
He wants the ball in his hand. You know, even there at the end, you know, he had some ideas on us throwing the ball there, trying to run the clock out. But had a great night tonight. I think 4 touchdowns. Is that right? I think he had 4 touchdowns. So just a spectacular night versus a really good defense. This might be, I think statistically, it's the #1 defense in the conference, and they're up there in the national ranking. So we knew it was going to be a tall task tonight. Our defense was going to have to play well to give us some chances. They did, and Landon came through in some really big moments.
This game was big for the playoff picture. How do you feel about that now as we go into the last 2 games and we finally get some home games coming up?
Yeah, no, we and you talked to this week, Don. 7 games in, we've only had 2 home games, so it's been a tough schedule. We've got 2 home games in a row coming up. We need to play well. We need to win. I still think as a coach, yeah, you can look at the division standings and start thinking playoffs, but we got 2 big games coming up, and we're not going to overlook anybody. We need to lock in and make sure we play really well and get better the last 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks to go improve.
Next week is homecoming. I know that's always a special week. You get a little extra time to prepare, get a big Saturday afternoon crowd in Perkinston, so I know y'all look forward to that.
There'll be a lot of people that are not able to make it on Thursday night, so just encourage everybody to come out and root our guys on.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Here on the field with sophomore wide receiver JP Coulter from Ocean Springs. JP, monster night for you, 5 catches, buck 18, couple touchdowns. What did it feel like out there tonight for you?
Man, it felt real good just to be able to get back out there. You know, after that loss last week, you know, we come back out there and we was fighting hard. And, like, the game plan that we came in, it was a great game plan. Like, Coach Wright, everybody, we had what we had. And they gave us exactly what we wanted. Like, off those 2 touchdowns that I had, that's exactly the look that we wanted, so it came out perfect.
You're down 10-0, and it's not looking great. I mean, you're not in any huge trouble, and then you go out there and one play 70 yards. Tell us what happened on that play.
So, I mean, just like how we've been practicing it, and they gave us the opportunity, so our job was to stop block the guy inside. And as soon as I go to block, the safety's up, coming down on film. He was coming down every time. He shot down, and I just, boom, came right under him, gave him a move, and got vertical. And landed through a good ball, and I made the catch. Touchdown.
What happened on your second touchdown?
So the second one, they went, I want to say they went cover 0, and they had guys in the box and had 3 over us 3 wide outs. And, I mean, it was basically, I had a glance look, so it was a little slant basically, and I just got to the spot. Landon made the ball, and it was touchdown. So.
Just talked about Landon. You mentioned him there a couple times. That dude is super competitive, and he is fired up. What's it like playing with him?
He has energy. I'll say that. Like he's definitely competitive. Like just being undersized already, you know, he just has some fight in him. So that alone just shows you what type of guy he is for sure. So
Regulators got the job done tonight. What did you see from the defense?
I really seen them step up and making more tackles, you know what I'm saying? Just making their open field tackles and stopping the run. They stopped the run well because, you know, early on the run was, you know what I'm saying, they was getting outside and making runs. So we was able to get that under control, and regulators stepped up big time for sure.
Next week will be your second homecoming. What do you think about this week coming up?
It's going to be a long week. We got practice on Saturday. It's going to be, game on Saturday, but I think throughout the whole week, we just got to stay locked in, dialed in, and just be able to have a good time on Saturday.
We had a good time tonight.
Yes,
Congratulations,
sir, we did.
JP.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Here on the field with freshman linebacker Taurean Davis from Marks, Mississippi, Quitman County. Taurean, big win for you guys, a big bounce-back win. What was it like this week getting ready for this game?
You know, we were really focused this week. Last week really humbled us, you know, and made us realize we were not impenetrable. It made us focus, and it made us remember that we still can be beat, and we have to focus.
You come out and get behind 10-0, look like you might be in a little bit of trouble. What did y'all do to rally up?
You know, we just kept the morale high. We know we have a great offense and we can score at any time. The game is never over with our offense, and we know our defense can make a stop when we need to.
Did y'all have to make any adjustments as the game went on?
We saw what we wanted to. Like during film, we saw everything we saw. And they changed a couple of things. We made some minor tweaks at halftime, really sealed them out.
What did you see from the offense tonight? You talked about them being dangerous at all times. They got that big play to get y'all back in it.
Yes, sir. I mean, they just have a bunch of great guys over there. They're led by a great quarterback. He's a freshman as well. Hell of a guy.
What does this win mean for y'all, you know, in the playoff hunt?
Yes, sir. I think it secures our playoff spot, but we're still looking and we're still hungry for more. We want more. We want it all.
All right. Congratulations,
Yes,
Taurean.
sir. Thank you.